I believe in America. America has made my fortune. And I raised my daughter in the American fashion. I gave her freedom, but I taught her never to dishonor her family.
We're in a world now and in a business where people perceive complexity as good. It's not good. Complexity is not good. People don't understand the elegance of simplicity. There are very few people left that do understand it.
Alan Pakula's cameraman on this movie is Gordon Willis.
I started the film saying to Gordy, we're doing a film about people in a closed-in, locked-in world. In most cases, he had as much of an idea of what I planned to do with the story and the film as I did. Within that, we both improvise. Very often I say, I'd like to do this. He'd say, I know what you're reaching for, but I think we can do it in a different way.
I've always said, or I feel a certain amount of distance between the image and the audience. I don't think you should ever bring them together because they're watching a story. The reality of that is it should remain a story. Now, once you start bringing it so close to an audience, reality becomes a reality show. It's no longer a movie to me. I don't want it to be that.
Thank you. I am...
Everybody has their resource that they draw on. Mine is usually eliminating stuff. I just love figures in space or surrounded with an environment. I got my first big break, again, from a very nice person who wanted to make a movie called End of the Road. And he'd been going through everybody's reels. And I met him, and we kind of, this group of avant-garde people took off and did what they felt like shooting this movie.
I doubt that your opinion is qualified.
I think I know sadism when I see it.
You don't know nothing, baby.
One of the many things which work toward restoring mobility, Horner, is devotion to a certain figure or person, a guard, a doctor, or other kind of administrator. Keeps the allegiance from being divided. Very important. Goes back all the way to the monolith. There is no such thing as paralysis per se, Horner. Paralysis can exist only in some thing. In this case, in a certain Mr. Jacob Jack Horner. If that really is your name.
But it was so unique, generally speaking, for mainstream movie making that I sort of got a lot of attention out of it. Not that I was trying to, but it worked out that way. So that's how I really got the start in motion picture work. I mean, the whole idea is, if you take a sophisticated idea, reduce it to the simplest possible terms so that it's accessible to everybody. And don't get simple mixed up with simplistic. That's not it. It's how you mount and present something that makes it engaging. simple as your choices. You know, it's what, you know, one light coming through a window might be quite beautiful. That's all you need. You don't need 6 other lights, because why are you doing all of this? By habit or by need, you know? I perceive mostly what I do as romantic reality. So Manhattan was romantic reality, but also Godfather was a romantic reality. It's not real. People say, gee, that's so real. It's not real. It's what you select to shoot that makes the difference between, you know, what it looks like, what you select to shoot. It's very important. You can select to shoot something over there, you can select to shoot something over there. Those choices will make it look different. You'll have a different feeling emotionally on the screen with it. No is a very important word, very important. Yes is not a good word all the time, you know. I mean, it doesn't get you more work. In fact, no gets you more work than yes, because anything works while you're shooting it. Nothing works in the screening room if it's no good. So what they said the day before, they can't remember when they get in the screening room. So if you said no to something bad and it turns out to be right in the screening room, they forget about the no the day before. But they never forget about the yes if it's no good. So anything works when you're shooting it. It doesn't apply in a screening room if it's no good. So no is important, yeah. I never did anything to be different, because there's a very thin line between different and lousy. I never did anything to be different. I just did what I liked, and I was fortunate enough to be with people who accepted that and enjoyed it, actually, and they were part of it. So I never did anything to be different. I just did it because I liked it. And it kind of caused a riot a couple of times at certain studios, and they were very upset. But I didn't. I said, wow, this is it, and continued. Well, that helped other people do things possibly, but a long time. It took them a long time before they would shoot with one light or no light or against a window or this or that. But it's something that I enjoy doing. I never think about it. I just think about applying it, but I never think about, I can't do this or I can't, you know, I don't.
I based that conclusion upon my conversations with his doctors and my close personal and political association.
Outside line, please.
Yes.
The joint decision that we have reached tonight health was not a fact.
Most of what I learned about cutting movies, by the way, and how to put movies together, I learned from watching movies.
Right.
And you learn a lot if you watch movies that were made in the 30s or 40s.
Yep.
You'll see a shot of 2 people arguing or talking about making love. Boom. Head to head. It goes on for 5 minutes. There's no cut in it, you know. It plays really well, so why would you cut? Right. Or they use one cut at the end as a button, and that's it. So I learned a lot about that kind of structure from watching a lot of earlier directors and earlier DPs.
As you know, sir, the check has your name on it. We were doing a story on this, and I was wondering if you would care to comment or explain.
I turn all my money over to the committee.
What committee is that, sir? The committee to re-elect?
Yes.
Why would you do that?
I raise a lot of money. I'm Midwest Finance Chairman.
For the committee to re-elect? Hello?
Yes, that's right.
Now, how do you think your check got into the bank account of Watergate burglar?
I'm a proper citizen. What I do is proper.
Oh, I understand.
I got tired of waiting in the rain for actors to come out of their trailers. You know, I really got tired of all that. And then you run out of people.
Right.
The kind of directors who, you know, have an elegant head on them and know how to tell stories, they began to die or disappear or quit.
Right.
And then you can work if you want to, but if that's the essence of your day, it's not good.
Screw it.
Yeah, so I don't. So I just didn't. it wasn't there anymore. So I figured, well, it's been good anyway.
So now the time has come to present this man with his Honorary Academy Award for his unsurpassed mastery of light, shadow, color, and motion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Godfather of cinematographers, Gordon Willis.
Vilmos said I shouldn't drop this, so I'm going to put it down right there. I don't think I should be up here without a bulletproof vest on after Caleb's thing. Thank you very much. I have one disappointment. I've done a lot of things in this business, but I've never worked for Roger Corman. And after I thought about it, it's the best thing that ever happened to him. I can't see too well anymore, unfortunately. I made my own little thing up here. My life in this business has been a series of sort of great encounters, and they have been an embarrassment of riches, as they say. I've always had an opportunity to do what I want and the way I want, and I've always worked with the people that have given me that opportunity. In retrospect, I think probably every good thing that's ever happened to me happened because of another person. And a cinematographer is a visual psychiatrist, moving the audience through a movie from here to there to there to here, making them think the way you want to think, painting pictures in the dark. A dreamer, so to speak. A cinematographer is somebody who transposes the written word into visual storytelling. A cinematographer is somebody who sets lights.
Could you use that overhead?
I could use this overhead. You're saying this would be my first choice? Like this? Probably.